championing this legislation. I want to thank all of our witnesses for being here, for everyone in the audience who is here to advocate for this legislation. It's an important bill. I see some familiar faces in the audience who came to visit me about a month ago to talk about this bill, to educate me as they've been educating all members about the importance of continuing this important fund and providing for these heroes who are here and home, and the families of those who serve their country, not just on September 11th, but in the days, weeks, months, years following that fateful day. And I want to thank the gentlelady for her comments, because I recall that day well, because I too was in this building as a staffer, and we weren't rushed to a safe room by the Capitol Police as some of the members were. We were given guidance to get your staff out. I was the chief of staff. We were told, get them out. So however we needed to, walk, run, we evacuated, not knowing what was going on, but seeing the smoke coming from the Pentagon. There was talk of a bomb at the State Department. There was talk of more planes in the sky. And we don't know where Flight 93 was headed, but we know it was headed in this direction. And for the heroes who took action that day and said, let's roll, we are eternally grateful for their heroism. And for those who, in the 18 years since, the tens of thousands of men and women, first responders, relief workers, local residents, whose testimony was so moving, and I read it last night, but to hear it in person, Ms. Henry, I know that was very hard for you to articulate just how important this bill is to you and your family, but it's definitely had an impact. And it has an impact for my district as well. We have 29 from the 6th District of Virginia who are on the list of having benefited from this fund. We have to make sure that not only every year on September 11th that we never forget, but every day we owe it to the men and women here. We owe it to the men and women who sacrificed on that day and in the weeks after to renew this fund. So I appreciate all the hard work. Your education had an impact on me, not just because of my experiences on 9/11, but also in learning about your stories, learning about the stories of each and every first responder, each and every construction worker, Ms. Henry, your husband, and that's why I'm glad to be a co-sponsor of the bill. Ms. Henry, you spoke of your husband's pride in his work, the job that he was doing. He knew he was a part of something bigger, of something that was a moment in our nation's history that will never be forgotten. And I know that he brought that home with him at the end of his day. Can you speak to that pride with which he did his job?
I know when my husband got worked with local center and they transferred him over there, I don't think, we didn't have anything in our mind that he would, all this debris and all these things was out there, that we would get that. He went to work with pride. I remember my son Justin being almost 1 year old, and I remember he's sitting in the back of the van every Saturday morning. We'd drop him at work, and then about 2, 3 o'clock, we'd go back and pick him up, because on a Saturday, I don't work, so it was my pleasure to take him down there. And he was happy to work there. And I'm telling you, I have the badge, that badge he had when they gave to enter that building. he never threw it away. He hold on to that badge. He said that's his memory. For anybody talk about 9/11, he has that to tell them, yes, I did work at 9/11. I wish I had hold that badge to show it to you right now. And that's the badge we have. That's the pass, not a badge, a pass. He had to scan that and walk in. And this is the past that we have that reminded us. And my husband going through all his sickness, we never thought that it was 9/11 until we met Dr. Dimopoulos from North Shore Hospital. That's when they refers to him. And in talking to him, he said, that sound like what your husband had. Did he work at 9/11? And then it came to my husband said no, because he didn't remember. But going back into his pile of papers and stuff, here comes the back, his past. And like, oh my God, he did work there. And then we brought that up. And that's how we spoke to Matt. And Matt have us right here. And I'm thankful that the VCM is still there with us to help us, because my kids, they miss their dad so much. His only daughter. We don't know. She's going to walk down the aisle one day. What am I going to do? Maybe Justin or Kendall, his oldest son, Kendall is not here with us. That's who have to step in for the father, step in as a father. And my family who's stepping in as father, this morning we woke up, we drive up last night. All we could do was talk about him if he was there. He's our navigator. We don't need a navigator. Anywhere we go, he knows. Make a left, make a right, and we would be right there. We went to Canada, we went to Georgia for the first time, and we were like, we don't know where we are. And he said, don't worry, make a left. Make a right. There's a circle in Georgia. We keep going. And he tell me, we're going to circle. Take the first right. Take the first step. And that's what it is. Sightseeing. On a Saturday, when he would say, get up, 5 o'clock. Wake up. Let's go out. Where are we going to? Anyway, just jump in the car. We would just leave. That's how we discovered Pennsylvania. That's how we went to different places. And we miss that. Right now, we want to go out, but he's so much in our memory. Driving up last night was not an easy task. It was not easy. And I'm so happy that he helped Justin just got his driver's license. He was the one who showed him some of the shortcuts, although one day he did it, he told Justin, follow the police car, and as Justin was, oh, Justin realized, I'm following the police car and I'm going to somewhere. Justin checked himself, and then we still all laughing. You don't have a memory anymore. You're making Justin follow the car, going to the wrong direction, and we had a good laugh at it. So coming up last night, Justin is driving, and we just thinking, if Daddy was there, he'd tell me, make a left, overtake this car, take this nice thing, and the police is down to catch you. He said, no, Daddy would tell me to stop. The police is down there. So we really missed him, and my husband did enjoy working at Ground Zero. That was his pride. He tell everybody, I did work at Ground Zero. I know what it's like. So we really, 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 really miss him. Really, really miss him.
Thank you very much. I hope that we can pass this bill. I appreciate everyone for their testimony today. I'm sorry I wasn't here for each and every one of your testimony. I have another hearing in education and labor, and so we're back and forth. But to each and every one of you who was here, I appreciate your testimony and for all the work you've done. Let's pass this bill. Thank you.
Recognize